Hi guys, we have a really good one today for you. We're going to be actually reviewing the Outinput window camera PC340. Now, I was really excited when Outinput reached out to me to do a collaboration on this and actually sponsor this video because I had a window camera and it really wasn't the best option for us. So it was just kind of sitting there, very easy for it to fall off. There are some competitors that do have kind of like a Velcro type mount, but the best thing about the Outinput model is it has really strong adhesive for the window, and then the camera itself has awesome magnets that connect to that mount. So we're gonna go over that. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get what's in the box, and then we're gonna go to mounting, how to get the app on your phone, and then we're gonna go through some different scenarios. We're gonna talk about the app settings and the different aspects that has. But first, let's do this. Let's get into the box, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's look what's on the box before we go over what's in it. Okay, so we have the 2.4 gigahertz and 5 for Wi-Fi, motion detection, sound detection, night vision, and 2K. That's awesome. Now what's in the box is gonna be your window camera power cable, power adapter, angle mount, magnetic stickers, and then cable organizers, okay? Now you're gonna wanna make sure that you do get that app so you can monitor everything and set up all your notifications, all that kind of good stuff. All right, so what we have is the angle mount, right? And we have a couple of different other mounts as well for your window. This is the actual camera itself. It is beautiful, and it does have the SD card right there. This is gonna be where you plug in the power, and then you're gonna have your power cable, which is pretty decent size, and your power block right there. And then, like I said in the box, these are going to help us organize it on the wall so it doesn't, just kind of go all over the place. Then we have a quick start guide, and we do have our user manual. So that is what's in the box. Let's get it installed, and then we will go over some real world scenarios. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get the Outinput app installed on our phone. So we're going to go ahead and hit that get button, and then we're going to double click so it downloads. So we can start getting this set up and registered and all that kind of good stuff. So once it is downloaded, then you just got to open it. We're going to allow it to send the notifications to us. We got to sign up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, it's going to send you a verification code. Then you got to set your password. All right, then I'm going to go to the app. Okay, perfect. All right, then what we got to do is we got to plug the device in. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And we're going to click on Add Device. And we're going to do the window camera. Okay. Just powered on. And then you just got to follow the directions in here. Okay. So I do see the light. It is flashing slowly. Perfect. Next. All right. It does see it. I'm gonna go ahead and connect to our Wi-Fi here. All right, and now it's adding it. So as easy as that. A very simple process to be able to add it, get it installed on your app so you can start using it. So pretty excited about that. Now what we're gonna do while that is loading is we're gonna go ahead and put this on the window the way that I want it to be. We're gonna use kind of the angle mount just because I want the camera to be going this direction because I'm going to put it kind of towards where the door is. So we're going to go ahead and undo this. We clean the window, and that's really important. You want to clean the window first just so you get a really good kind of application there. All right, that looks perfect. Awesome. Okay, and it looks like it has been installed. Okay, and now it's retrieving video. It can see me. That's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it just like this. Okay. And that's perfect. It's giving me just a really good shot of what's out in front of my house, but also if someone's walking up, we'll be able to kind of see them from the driveway perspective. And I do have a video doorbell, so that will kind of take care of once they're in front. I just want to be able to see, them out front. I want to see their car, see if we can get any kind of license plate if they're wherever, like rob our house, something like that. So that's really what I want to see if a package is coming out to be delivered. So I have kind of 2 points to be able to see that. But yeah, so that's as easy as it gets to set up a camera, right? So it's all set up now. All right, so next what we do is we're gonna go ahead and just clean up that wire. So they include these little clips for you, the little 3M sticker on the back, so you can just apply it to the wall. So, the cord doesn't look like this. So yeah, so we'll get that, and then we'll kind of go into some of the specs, get into some recording over the next couple days just to see how it operates, and we'll go from there. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go over some of the features of the app, okay? But before I actually get into the app, I wanted to show you the AI detection, okay? So if you choose to go with the AI, cloud storage plan, it's either $299 a month or $699 a month for the different options. But basically, it's going to let you know if it's like a vehicle vehicle, if it's a person, really, what type of things are there. So we're gonna go ahead and click on one of the like person plus vehicle and see what it pulls up. Oh, it's gonna be my kids outside. They were saying goodbye to their papa. So that's what it pulled up. So pretty awesome. And it pulled up pretty quick, right? So let's actually go out of it because I wanna go back into it to show you how quickly it will pull up a live view, okay? So right when we click on the window camera, it's almost instant, right? I mean, just perfect in terms of the amount of speed that, it takes just to see what's going on live outside your front door. So, on this front, before you go into the window camera, you have like a scene, you have message, and then you have kind of view where you can set up your services, Google Assistant, Alexa, all that kind of good stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and go into the camera itself, okay? Now, on the bottom left, you're gonna have kind of a maximize, so that's gonna maximize it. I'll go ahead and show you that. And then we're gonna close that out, so it goes back to normal. Next to that is a camera button where you can take a picture. Next to that is a microphone. If you click on that, you have to hold to talk. And then the next one is just a video recording. So if you want to, record whatever's going on, that's how you do it. It goes straight to your album. And next to that, you have the arrow kind of on the right-hand side of that goes up, and then the two lines underneath that. That's going to open up more options for us. Okay, and we're going to start there. We're going to go to playback. So this is the first one is going to be, just on your local storage. So you could put an SD card in there if you want and totally have, this with no monthly subscriptions and just really, record what's going on outside your house, okay? And you can go back 30, 60, or just, scroll back, okay? Now let's go to cloud storage because that's where you're gonna see kind of the AI detection, okay? So you'll see vehicle detected at 8:04 a.m. You're gonna see person detection, person and vehicle, and you can click on that and you can really access what was going on during that time, okay? Now we'll go back. Next, you'll see your gallery. So you can kind of see the different videos or pictures that you've taken. Theme color is light mode or dark mode, okay? And then you have private mode where it's gonna turn off, okay? And then you gotta turn the camera back on. We have the WDR, this is more of like kind of a nighttime feature where you're gonna see just a more clear picture at night. Then you have motion detection, sound detection, and the siren. Okay. You can also click on this cloud down here if you just want to see it really quickly. If you want to change, to zoom, you can actually zoom in or you can zoom out pretty quickly. Pretty awesome. And then you can kind of see your messages in terms of like what was detected. All right. Now in the upper right hand corner, you click on these three and that will bring you, back to some of the other settings like third-party control, device information, tap to run automation, all that kind of good stuff. Private mode, you can set your video settings. Okay. So you can flip the screen, go to WDR. You can take off the time watermark. I don't really care about that. You can see your audio settings, talk mode, one-way communication, siren adjustment, and vehicle inspection. You can turn that on, off and on, storage settings. So you can configure where it's going to go. We have a 32 gigabyte one in there right now. Device network, so you want to go to your Wi-Fi, offline notifications if you want offline notifications, you can add to your home screen. It's just a lot of cool things there. Now in terms of, we're just going to kind of go back to the features and then the playback and go to cloud, okay? Now, if you want to set your filters, okay, it's going to be the upper right-hand corner. You can do all, you can do vehicle, just person, if you just want person, no vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and set it to that, so that's all that it detects. But yeah, you can really customize it to however you want to. Okay, that's really going to give you a lot of good settings there. You're going to go further where you just do like person and pet, right? Or person, package, fire. Obviously, you want fire, and I'd love to know if there's wildlife out there, if we have any deer out there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to click those on. So lots of different options in the app for you to use it to record the different events that are going outside your house. Just want to show you some of those features. I think the app is very UI friendly, very intuitive as well. Just a really fantastic app that Outinput has designed. So let's get into some of the more details about it, talk about the specifications of it, and then we'll wrap this video up. But yeah, that was the app, and we'll go ahead and get into that now. All right, so let's talk about some of the specifics and really get into kind of a pros and cons list about the Outinput window camera 2K PC340. All right, so at the top of that list has to be the 2K resolution, right? So 2K resolution is just like high ultra resolution. It's going to really give you clear picture and video of what's going on outside the front of your house. Whether it be, heaven forbid, someone's trying to break in, but if you get a package delivery, you have friends coming over, you're going to want to see like kind of what's going on, right, when you get notified. And you're really going to be able to do that with the 2K resolution. And kind of towards the resolution side of things, the second thing I'd say is their night vision, right? They call it Starlight Color Night Vision, and basically it performs well in low light conditions. It's just really a cool feature in how it does in night vision. Other thing is just tamper-proof design, right? So no one's going to be able to tamper with your camera if it's on the inside of your house, right? So the other security cameras are on the outside. They can spray, they can disconnect them, they can damage them. There's all sorts of stuff someone can do if they're trying to get into your house with an outdoor camera. With an indoor camera, there's nothing they can do. It's tamper-proof, right? Other thing is simple no-drill installation, right? So basically what you do is you clean your window. You want to have a good surface. You stick the adhesive on the mount onto the window, and then through magnets, the camera goes to the mount. So really awesome process where there's no drilling required. There's no Velcro involved that can fail. It's a strong adhesive that adheres really well to your window, and then the magnets just make it perfect to that mount. And on the mounts, they have an 18-degree adjustable angle bracket. That's what we're using because it kind of angles it towards the door, right? Instead of just straight out into the street, I can actually angle it to the door so I can see what's going on, who's coming up to our door. So that's a really good feature with that mount. No subscription required for local storage, right, with an SD card. So you can record all you want with an SD card. Now, there are some cool features that do come with a subscription, okay? So you have those AI detection where it be either vehicle, pet, wildlife, package detection, some things that are kind of unique to Outinput. I would say the starting package is $299, but it goes all the way up to $699 for the full package, which is still pretty competitive for the industry. And I think for the different features that you get with it, it's fantastic. So I would highly suggest that. And then it includes those cable clips, right, for easy cleaning up on the cable, so you can really run it down your wall to that electrical outlet. Thought that was a really cool thing. Anti-glare and high clarity, right? So with that 3 megapixel 2K Ultra HD resolution paired with anti-reflection tech designed to shoot clearly through glass, it actually minimizes the glare or reflection issues that traditional indoor cameras had. And that's what I was experiencing with our other indoor camera, is I just had that glare at certain parts of the day that you just couldn't get rid of. With the Outinput window camera, 2K window camera, it doesn't happen because they have that tech. It's just fantastic. You'll have dual band connectivity, right? 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz, and it reduces false alarms with AI human detection. Okay, so you're not going to have a whole lot of notifications that are just going to bother you all the time. But yeah, it supports monitoring up to 16 cameras simultaneously. So huge standout item there for sure. But yeah, the only con I could really think is just when it comes to window placement. And what I mean by that is if you don't have a window by your door and you want to see what's going on around your door, that's going to be a problem, right? Because you can put it maybe in upstairs, above, and you can kind of see down below. But if you really want to kind of see what's going on towards that door, that's the only real con that I could think of with this camera. Just really well built. The user interface is just really easy to use. So yeah, it's just another cool feature about it. But yeah, we love making these videos for you. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That doesn't cost anything to you, but it really helps us with with the channel. Also, if you really want to support us, click on one of the affiliate links below, so you can get a really good deal on this camera. But yeah, take a look at this camera. It is well worth to purchase. It's an awesome camera to add to your home security system. All right, but that's it for this video. We will see you in the next one.